So I'm in the fucking... Sorry, I gotta pull inside somewhere. I'm in the work release. And I look up the young people meetings for AA. I schedule 2 meetings, Friday night, Saturday night. Young people speaker, young people group, like where everyone talks. And this dude comes in, we call him fisheye. His eyes all bloop. One's facing one way, one's facing the other, all cockeyed as fuck. And yeah, he was an interesting cat. But he'd heard of me, he'd picked up off somebody who used to pick up off me. So he'd heard my name and thought I was just like, you know, Tony Montana. Downtown cat, homeless kid. I don't think he was homeless because he had a grandma that was like putting money on his books and shit, and he said he lived there, but like, you know, when you get to work release from jail, they put you in the clothes you got arrested in. I was fitted down. This dude had some busted ass 5-year-old work boots falling apart, nasty, crusty fucking pants, just fucking tore up from the floor up. This dude was not looking good, man. He was not fresh. He was not dipped. Anyways, fisheyes fucking... A lot of dudes wanted to go to the meetings I was going to. I'm a Leo. It's my birthday today. It's August 17th. Natural born leader. I'm good at shit. I'm smart. And a lot of these dudes that are incarcerated are not. So people wanted to, you know, not like I'm like, oh, I'm the little leader of our gang. It's not like that, but like people were like, oh, you know, you've already been here. Like, what meetings do you go to? What are good meetings? So I started bringing people with me. Well, this other meeting opened up on Tuesday, and it was cracking. There were hot chicks there. Dudes were leaving out the meeting early and not staying for the whole meeting and still getting their slip signed, because you have to get a slip signed and the slip saying I went here and I came back for work release, otherwise you get an escape charge. Well, fucking everyone bailed out on my Friday meeting. So Fisheye is like, yeah, Greg, let me go to the meeting with you. I'm like, yeah, bet. And we end up going to this meeting together, and it's just me and him. And the jail is literally on top of the courthouse in downtown Seattle on 3rd. Literally like in the heart of the city. There's hella homeless people around right outside of the park at the base of this tower. We're on the 12th floor. Penthouse. Beautiful real estate. It would cost $1 million for a little condo up on top, but we get to live there for free because we're fucking convicts. Anyways, we go out the door this one day, and I'm walking down the street, and when you're on drugs or you're broke, this never happens. But when you're getting sober, this happens all the time. It's not the only time this happened. It's only happened when I was getting sober, and it's usually right at the beginning of when I'm getting sober. So I'm walking down the street, and I see this bag. In the bag is a 1/4 ounce of meth. And it's in a little drug baggie, little Ziploc with little naked lady pin-up chicks on the thing, so you know what it is. I see it and I'm like, oh shit. And like I'm in the mindset I want to be clean and sober, but I could sell this because there were people getting high in the work release that had normal jobs. Us that were in the drug court program, we got drug tests all the time, so I was like, that's dead. I'm not getting high, but you know, we could sell this. I can make some money. So I pick it up. I put it in my shoe, and I get to the meeting. I don't tell Charlie. Charlie doesn't see it. I go down to like tie my shoe, slip it in, retie my shoe, hop on the bus with Charlie. Sorry, fish eyes, and we get to the meeting. So we go to the meeting, At the end of the meeting, we have to go up and get our slip sign for the AA meeting and a slip sign stating we went there and we're on our way back at this time for work release, so they know exactly where we're at. Can't even stop at 7-Eleven and grab a coffee. Nothing. That's deviating. You will get an escape charge. You literally have to get on a certain bus at a certain time. If the bus runs late, you could get fucked theoretically. And if they have little dudes in all black SUVs, blacked out SUVs, that they'll follow you sometimes when you go out on a pass. And if they catch you going anywhere other than where you're supposed to be going, you stop and ask a girl for a cigarette, you fucking pop in the Safeway to go buy a bottle of water. Escape charge. All bad. I'm in the meeting, we're getting our slip signed, and I go in the bathroom. And I'm like, you know what? We got fucking super cop on tonight. It was this real young white kid. And all the other cops didn't give a fuck. They just, especially in work release, because it's not serious. The dudes can come and go as long as they got a pass. And they know shit's getting brought in. They know people got tobacco and shit. The very first day I went to work release, this dude came by our cell. He's like, oh, how long you been locked up? I was like, oh, 9 months. And me and my cellie came from the jail to go to work release that day. And the dude goes, here, have a dip. I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah. Put a dip in, just a little one. It's not bulging out or anything crazy. I put a dip in. My cellie puts a dip in. And we're spitting in the toilet. Flush the toilet, spit in the toilet, flush the toilet. 5 minutes later, this youngster dude, this little super CO, comes running down like there's a fight. So we like look out the door looking around like, what the fuck? Why is this dude charging over here like fucking RoboCop? He's like, I smell chew. Open your mouth. I swallow it. It wasn't that big. It wasn't a horseshoe or nothing. It was already in my mouth for like 10 minutes. I wasn't tripping. I swallow it. And I run my tongue over my teeth. He's like, open your mouth. I open my mouth. And he's like, open your mouth to my cellie. My cellie opens his mouth. He's got fucking chew everywhere. And I'm good. And he's like, oh, it's you. And he says, oh, it's both of us. Jacob, you know you're wrong for that. But it was cool. It was whatever. They could have sent us back to jail for that. He gave us like 1 day no leaving our cell. Ain't shit. I don't give a fuck. I just did 9 months in jail in the cell by myself. I'm cool. I got a cellie now. Fucking, there's no, never mind. It was nothing. Anyways, super cop's on. And he's always busting people with cell phones, with fucking everything. He's busting everybody for every little fucking thing. So I'm at the A meeting, get my slip sign. I slip in the bathroom. And they're it's like a normal public bathroom, but it's in a church, so not a lot of people are gonna go in there. There's like 2 paper towels in this. It was like a paper towel holder. It's like a metal thing, paper towel holder, and underneath is a trash can with like it's built in like metal in the wall. There's a plastic insert that goes inside that you put the trash can, like the trash bag around this plastic insert. You drop it in the metal thing. So I pull the plastic piece out that you put the bag inside, and I put the meth underneath the bag. As I'm doing that, Fisheyes comes in. He's like, oh, what do you got? What do you got? I'm like, bro, no, we're not doing this. Super cop's on tonight. The little young white boy Italian guy. He's always busting everyone's ass. He's like, bro, they never even search us when we come inside, bro. It's good. I'm like, it's not good. Listen to me, Fisheye. Do not fucking do that. He's like, no, I'm taking it. They're going to find it. I'm like, you know what? I don't need the money that bad. I'm like, you do you, bro, but I'm telling you, tonight's not the night to do this. He's like, no, bro, I'm good. And he just puts it in his pocket. I'm like, bro, you're not walking back there with me with you, just dropping that shit in your pocket like shit's sweet, bro. Shit's not sweet, bro. It's super cops on. I'm not letting you get caught. If you're gonna do it, And a lot of shoes, like etnies were big back in the day. There's usually like a piece of elastic that holds the tongue in place of the tennis shoe. And the elastic sticks to the side of the shoe. It's like stitched in. There's usually a little pocket you could drop shit in. I'm like, look, bro, I'm gonna take your fucking shoe off. He had the nasty ass work boots, but they were so nasty and grody. People were like, some dudes that have been there that work a job, they were like, hey, bro, I got these shoes. You could just have them, bro. You need them. It looks like you're down bad. He's all, oh, thank you. So fucking, I tell him where to put it in his shoe. He slides it in there. And I was like, look, bro, I'm telling you, don't do this. If you do this, this is on you, bro. This is not mine. You did not get it from me. Like, you're gonna get caught, bro. Like, just leave it here. We can get it next week when Super Cop's not on. It's like, no, I need this, bro. I'm gonna take it back. Some dude's looking for it in my side. Because there's 4 different little pod areas, and you're not supposed to go into each other's area, but there's a central day room you could all go in. He stayed in the pod than me. I'm like, whatever, bro. This is how you hide it in your shoe. We get back. Super Cop. I don't know. He must have sensed the nervousness. I kept the fucking prison face on. What's up? I always, no matter who the guard was, nurse, whoever, I just give him a little head nod, what's up? That's what I did. I walk in, start walking to my fucking pod. I nod, put the slip on the desk, don't say anything. Never say anything to the cops when I didn't have to. And if I did have to talk to a cop, a CO, I'd always have someone come with me so they could back up what I said. Oh no, I didn't tell on you. I was just asking one time. No, bro, that's just dead. You bring someone with you if you're gonna talk to the COs when you're incarcerated. Anyways, I go up, nod, hand the paper, start walking to my place. And Charles is behind me, but for a minute, I don't know what the fuck. He must have adjusted in his shoe. But there's like you have to go up this long ass elevator ride to the 12th floor, and you walk down this like wheelchair ramp, like 500 feet. He must have stopped at the top of the ramp until I was like opening they buzz you into a door. Because when I walked in the door, it took like a minute or two, and he came in behind me. I'm already like entering the entrance to my pod when I hear Super Cop. Stop right there. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, both of you in this room right now. Puts us in a little broom closet. And he's like, go ahead and strip. I was like, what? Me? He's like, yeah, you. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Take off my clothes, hand it to him. He's searching, bro. He's fucking... Most cops, like, when you take your socks off, they just squish it, see if there's anything in there. Nah, bro, he's, like, inspecting it, smelling it. Bro, he was doing the most. He's going through every pocket. He's got multiple flashlights, tweezers, full tweaker mode on this shit, bro. He's searching through everything. And Charles, the other dude, is shaking in his little boot. He's scared. Fisheye. He's like, alright, now your turn. And he's like, if I just tell you I brought something, can we... He's like, no. Give me what you have. He's like, oh, I don't have anything. Start stripping him out. And when it comes to the shoes, he didn't... The cops searched everything of mine super thorough, but not my shoes. And I'd noticed this as a trend, which is why I'd put it in my shoe initially, why I told Charles to put it in his shoe. Sorry, fucking Fisheye put it in his shoe because he wasn't like big on searching shoes. The cop searches the shoe, runs his hands around it. It's good. Shakes it upside down, nothing falls out. He almost got away with it. He says, yeah, will you two drug test right now? We're both like, yeah. Because he's still holding Fisheye's shoes. He's like, alright, both of you get dressed. throws the shoes on the ground by Fisheye's clothes, and the bag of meth, boop, pops out. The cop looks at me, looks at Fisheye. Fisheye's looking at both of us already because his eyes are all fucked up. And he starts crying. It's not mine. Gucci said he was gonna kill me if I didn't bring it in here for him. Bro. The cop looks at me, he's like, is this true? I'm like, what the fuck? No, dude, bro, hell no. I didn't. You think I'm gonna tell someone to bring shit in for me or I'm gonna kill him? Hey, if it was mine, I wouldn't have brought it while you were on shift. Any other CO would have fucking let us get it in here. And what the fuck? Like, no, that ain't mine. I didn't even know he had that. To separate us because they want to get the story straight. Literally at this time is shift change. And in comes this jacked up white dude, fully tatted, definite sauce fiend. He's definitely on the gear. Huge. A monster. If it was Super Cop that stayed, because he wanted to stay, and the dude's like, no, go home. There's no overtime this month. Da, 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 da. He's like, all right, well, I just caught this dude with meth. And he's like, oh, which one is it? He's like, oh, this one. But he's saying that the other one said he was going to kill him if he didn't bring it in. So you need to charge both of them. You need to charge this dude for felony threats. Some other charge too, like forcing someone to transport drugs. He wanted to charge me with more shit than he was going to charge him with the introduction charge. The big white dude's like, oh, this dude told you he was going to kill you if you didn't bring it in? He was like, yeah. I can hear him, but I can't see him because he's in a different little broom closet now. He's like, yeah. He told me if I didn't do it, he was going to kill me and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, man, this fool, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him once we get out the hole. Because I think I'm getting charged. Because I heard Super Cop talking about, oh yeah, you need to charge him, blah, blah, blah. I'm just sitting there like thinking like, fuck, dude. I was getting out every day, smoking cigarettes. Shit was sweet. I was going to all classes. Hot little chicken there named Bree. She was cool. Fucking, big meathead dude did me a solid. He said, oh, so you bring the pack in and then want to snitch out and blame this dude? He goes, hey buddy, Charles, says the last name, is a fucking snitch. Yells that shit out through the pod. People start banging on we have like bar doors. They start rattling the doors and like, get him. It was like something out of a movie. It was crazy. He comes to me, he goes, hey, inmate Dam? I'm like, yes, sir. He's like, did you threaten to kill this boy if he didn't bring your drugs in? I was like, those aren't my drugs. I didn't know he had them. I didn't threaten to kill nobody, sir. He was like, all right, I believe you. Go back to your pod. He's crying. No. They had to dress him back into jail little clothes. They dress him in the jail clothes. They put his shit in a bag. He's crying. No, I swear, he said he was going to try to kill me. You have to believe me. He was threatening me in my life. Please, I didn't do this. I didn't want to do drugs. He made me do it. The whole way up the little wheelchair ramp, we could hear him. He's like, shut the fuck up. Little pussy. The big meat dude, the CO, walks him to the goddamn hole. And that was the worst time I got snitched on. It almost went all bad if Super Cop didn't have shift change literally a minute before he wrote all those charges on me. And I didn't. I told him not on everything holy and everything. I did not. I told him not to take it in. And he didn't listen. And he still tried to snitch me out. And he was trying to play the, oh, when we get out of here, you can live with me and my grandma. Like, we'll start a business. You know what people doing coke talk? That's how a lot of inmates talk. Oh, man, when we get out, we should buy this food truck together, blah, blah, blah. All right, bro. Yeah, bet. Yeah, we could do that. So that's Fisheye snitching on Gucci's story. And it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Love you guys. Thanks.